Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It hits hard and often when you least expect it. The loss of a job, a painful breakup, an uncertain future. In those moments, it's easy to feel like the world is crushing you under its weight. But what if hardship wasn't a punishment, but a test? What if life's struggles weren't obstacles to avoid, but opportunities to strengthen your mind and spirit? The Stoics believed that life's toughest moments are where resilience is forged. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very thing that threatens to break you could become the reason you rise. If you've ever felt like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, this guide is for you. Let's dive into the Stoic principles that can help you turn life's hardships into your greatest triumphs. If you find value in this message, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's a small action that supports a lifetime of growth. 1. Control what you can, let go of the rest. When life feels overwhelming, our natural instinct is to wrestle for control, frantically trying to fix, change, or avoid everything that feels wrong. We obsess over outcomes, replay worst-case scenarios, and exhaust ourselves in a battle we can't win. The Stoics, however, saw this struggle for what it is, a waste of precious energy. Instead of fighting the uncontrollable, they urged us to focus on mastering our own responses. Epictetus, who endured slavery and hardship, famously taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters." This wasn't empty optimism, it was a blueprint for reclaiming inner peace in the midst of chaos. There are countless things we cannot control: the decisions of others, the future's uncertainties, and even our past mistakes. But we can control our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. We may not choose the cards we're dealt, but we can always choose how we play them. Take a moment to reflect. How much time do you spend worrying about things you can't change? How many sleepless nights have you sacrificed to the fear of things beyond your reach? The Stoics remind us that serenity comes not from controlling life, but from learning to navigate it with clarity and courage. When we stop trying to command the uncontrollable, we gain the strength to steer what is within our power, our choices, values, and resilience. The next time life feels like a storm, pause and ask yourself, what part of this storm can I influence? What part must I let pass? This small but profound shift can free you from unnecessary suffering and guide you back to steady ground. When you focus on your inner world, the outer chaos loses its grip. 2. Adversity is a chance to build strength. When adversity strikes, it's easy to feel like life is unfair, random, or even cruel. The pain of loss, failure, or rejection can leave us asking, "Why me?" But the Stoics believed that hardship wasn't an accident. It was life's way of shaping us into something stronger. Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire through war and plague, reminded himself, "The fire feeds on obstacles." To him, challenges weren't setbacks, they were fuel for growth. Think of life's difficulties as weights in a gym. Without resistance, your muscles stay weak. But when you push against that resistance, you build strength. Similarly, adversity pushes against your character, offering you the chance to grow more resilient, courageous, and wise. The Stoics didn't romanticize suffering, they recognized it as inevitable. But instead of resenting hardship, they saw it as a training ground for virtue. Losing a job can be devastating, but it can also be a chance to redefine your purpose and pursue paths you wouldn't have considered otherwise. A painful breakup might feel like the end of your world, but it can become the beginning of deeper self-discovery and a reminder of what you truly need in a partnership. Even grief, though heavy and painful, can deepen our capacity for empathy and remind us how precious life is. The key is to shift the question from, "Why did this happen to me?" To what can I learn from this? This doesn't make hardship easy, but it does make it meaningful. The Stoics believed that every challenge holds a hidden gift of growth, if we choose to see it. Adversity isn't just something to endure, it's something that, if faced with courage, can forge a stronger, wiser, and more unshakable version of you. When life presses down on you, remember, it's not pressing you to break, it's pressing you to rise. 3. Embrace the present moment. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to become trapped between two worlds, the past and the future. We replay regrets, obsess over mistakes, or worry endlessly about what's yet to come. The present, where our real power lies, often gets overshadowed by these mental distractions. The Stoics believed that true peace and resilience come from living fully in the now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This wasn't an invitation to ignore consequences or dismiss the future. It was a reminder that the only time we ever have is the present moment. No amount of regret can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can guarantee the future. What you can do is take meaningful action in this very moment. When life's weight feels unbearable, pause, take a deep breath. Instead of spiraling into what-ifs and should-haves, ask yourself, what can I do right now? It could be something small, a kind word, a small step forward, even the decision to rest without guilt. By focusing on the present, you regain control over your choices and stop feeding the anxiety that often comes from trying to live in multiple timelines at once. The present moment may seem simple, but it holds the power to transform how you face life's challenges. When you anchor yourself in the now, you'll find that the burden of the past and future lightens, allowing you to respond to life with clarity and strength. 4. Find meaning in service. When life feels overwhelming, our first instinct is often to turn inward, focusing on our own struggles and pain. But the Stoics believed that one of the most powerful ways to rise above hardship is to shift your focus outward, toward serving others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Man was made for the sake of others." For the Stoics, a meaningful life wasn't measured by personal comfort, but by the impact you have on those around you. Helping others doesn't have to mean grand gestures. It can be as simple as offering a listening ear, lending a hand, or showing kindness in small ways. Service reminds you that you're not alone in your struggles and that your life has a purpose beyond your immediate challenges. In giving, you often receive the perspective and strength you need to endure your own hardships. When life weighs you down, consider this. Is there someone you can uplift, even in your difficult moments? A friend who needs encouragement, a stranger who could benefit from your kindness, or even a cause that could use your time and effort. The act of serving others can break the cycle of self-absorption that hardship often brings and remind you that you are stronger than you think. The Stoics understood that hardship can isolate, but service connects. In helping others bear their burdens, you may find that your own becomes a little lighter, and that you emerge from adversity not only stronger, but also more compassionate and fulfilled. Conclusion. Turning struggles into strength. Life's challenges may feel relentless, but they are not meant to break you. They are meant to reveal you. The Stoics taught that hardship is not a curse, but a crucible that refines your character. When you learn to control what you can, embrace the present, find strength in adversity, and serve others, life's weight becomes something you can carry and even rise above. As Seneca wisely said, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. The moments when you feel overwhelmed are the very moments when resilience is built. Remember, you are stronger than your circumstances. The storm may rage, but you can remain unshaken. If this message inspired you to see life's challenges in a new light, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps spread these timeless lessons, empowering more people to endure, thrive, and live with purpose.